All right, what's going on, everybody? Wi-Fi Trapper. I'm gonna show you guys how I made this website on Shopify. So first of all, I'm using Pagefly. First thing I did, I just dragged a full width section onto the page. I threw 3 columns in that section, and then I'm resizing the columns. Next, I'm gonna grab some image elements and just pretty much duplicate it twice, and then just drag one onto each column. All right. Now I'm going to select the row and make sure everything's aligned to the bottom of the row. And I'm going to add my images in here. All right, once I did that, I'm going to go ahead and grab a heading and throw this right on top of that center image. I'm going to center it, and then I'm going to resize it. All right, now I'm adding some margin on the side, just so that way it can be like 2 words on each line, rather than like 3 words on the top and like 2 on the bottom. Pretty much just adds extra space on the line, so that way it kind of formats itself like that. Now I'm adding some negative margin to the bottom to bring that picture closer, adding a little bit of margin on top to have some spacing between that and the header. Now I'm going to select the section, and I'm going to add a line of code to pretty much have a gradient background. You can get something like this on GitHub. All right. Now I'm just going to start resizing the pictures here. I'm just going to align it all the way to the right and then add some margin on there. I'm going to do the same for the other picture over here. Now once that's done, I'm going to go ahead and start resizing the center image. I'm just kind of eyeballing everything right now to where it looks good. You can see the little space on the bottom there. That's because the section had some padding on it. So you can just set everything to 0, and then that little space will remove itself. Now I'm going to fix the line height. That's just the spacing in between the letters. I'm going to make it a little bit more compressed. Change the color of the text. Now I'm going to add the clouds. So what I'm doing here is I'm selecting the row, and then I'm setting a background image for that row. So that way it can sit right on top of that purple background. And now I'm just kind of playing around with these settings. I always mess this up, so I just pretty much play around with it until it looks good. I always get confused between cover and contain. Don't know why. So I'm kind of satisfied with how that looks. So once you're happy and everything looks pretty much aligned, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start adjusting my image over here, move that up a bit. All right, so right here, I grabbed another image, and then I'm pretty much just going to be adjusting it for the rest of the video, and then the website's done. So real quick, the advantage of doing it like this versus just, you know, adding an image and then, just throwing that on the header is that you can animate each component. So whenever, it loads, I can have each little individual kind of element to be animated, and that adds a big difference versus if I just took a screenshot of this and then, I set that as the header image. It really wouldn't be able to have, like, those animated elements and stuff like that. So for people that are probably wondering, oh, you could have just, like, you know made that one big image and, added that to the header. Yeah, you could have, but then you wouldn't have been able to animate it. So that's why I kind of do things this way. But yeah, just want to make a real straightforward video on how I'm able to develop something like this on Shopify. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you like and retweet and shoot me a follow. And if you need any custom websites made, just go ahead and check out the link in my bio, antics.co, and you can request a free quote on my website.